whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They'll use pet slaps to show their dominance or to get the attention of another animal. For example, a mother may use a pet slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is when killer whales to coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Tail slaps is another form of communication killer whales use in the water. Communicators, so it's no surprise that they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
In the southern hemisphere will actually grab sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Keet is going to demonstrate a similar behavior movement right here in front of all of you. Whales in the Antarctic will actually create waves that knock over ice floes, knocking seals into the water. Makani is demonstrating the same wave-making technique, showcasing one of the many complex hunting strategies that killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of all of you. But you really can't understand how powerful these waves are until you experience it firsthand. So luckily, you guys in the lower section here are going to experience what 55-degree saltwater feels like, and the power of the killer whale's tail waves. Alright, who's going to get left first? So everybody wave at this section over here. Yeah, here it comes. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. One more time on this side. Now because killer whales live all around the globe, it's no surprise they prey on a variety of different species, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a pine. So how does a whale the size of Makani prey on something the size of a blue whale? It's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround the sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Playing is an important part of killer whale life. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. In the wild, you often see killer whales showing off their playful side. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. Porpoising is when an animal swims fast, breaking the surface briefly. You may find them doing this while trying to catch the ride on the leg of a boat or when searching for a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and often will rub their bellies on the rocks when they can. We often see our animals doing similar rubbing behaviors, just like whales in British Columbia. In the wild, you often see animals imitating each other. We see it here with our animals all the time. The whales are constantly learning and mimicking one another. behavior does have a purpose. The tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish. But today our whales might just be stunning some of you. Enables us to provide research, healthcare, and quality of life. All the animals in our care are conditioned to participate in their own health and well-being. If you look across the way, you'll see Robbin there with Ulises. Ulises is going to offer Robbin his helpers. This is a very important behavior which enables us to collect a blood sample from our whales. We get blood samples on them monthly to make sure we're being proactive with their health. Our animals will even slide out onto a scale so we can check their weight. We weigh the animals weekly to make sure that our younger whales like Makani are growing and that our older whales like Ulises are staying at a healthy weight. All of these behaviors are possible because of the relationships we built day after day right here at SeaWorld. Now I'd like to take some time in the presentation to talk about one of our incredible animals here. Joining me out here in front of all of you is going to be Ulises. Ulises is our largest killer whale.
It's gonna splash.
I'm gonna splash by you guys again. At under 10,000 pounds, he's our largest animal. He decided to do that on his own, guys. Now we interact with our animals every day to make sure that we engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course playing with our whales helps keep them all in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including predators. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.